Good evening, class. Today I will be presenting the UH-60 Mike Black Hawk helicopter. The U.S. Army's UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter just recently celebrated its 40th anniversary. It's aged like an exquisite bottle of wine and has only improved with time. The Black Hawk is a multi-mission performing aircraft and the most versatile helicopter in the world today. The latest and greatest model of the UH-60 is the UH-60 Mike, and it features a number of upgrades that improve its reliability, its safety, and its overall performance. The Black Hawk can be reconfigured for a variety of different missions, which include, but are not limited to, combat assault, search and rescue, medevac, and firefighting. The UH-60 Black Hawk variant continues to be the Army's choice for medevac missions. The UH-60 Mike also features many improvements to its systems and interior, making it unrivaled when it comes to medical evacuation. Now, in order for us to get a better understanding of the role of the UH-60, we need to first understand the UH-60. The UH-60 has seen a wide variety of upgrades since its inception and is a significant factor as to why the Army employs it as its primary utility helicopter. The UH in UH-60 stands for utility helicopter. The UH-60 was initially tested in 1974 and designated the UH-60A, or Alpha. This was the version that the Army produced from 1977 to 1989, and it featured T700 GE701C engines and had a crew of 3. In 1989, the Black Hawk and its engines and flight control system were upgraded, and it was designated the UH-60L. This model was produced until 2007 and also featured a crew of 3. In 2006, the UH-60 received an all-digital display, which is termed a glass cockpit, upgraded rotor blades, and flight systems, and this model was designated the UH-60M. In 2008, the Army began replacing older UH-60s such as the UH-60A with UH-60 Mikes. The UH-60 Mike is still being produced today and proves to be a strong competitor as the U.S. Army continues to award contracts to its supplier, which is Sikorsky. The major reason that the Army continues to employ and produce the UH-60 Mike Black Hawk as its primary utility helicopter is because of its ability to perform multiple missions. The UH-60 Mike is the best multi-mission performing helicopter in the world because of its ability to be reconfigured for specific missions and purposes. Black Hawk can cruise at 151 knots, which is approximately 174 miles per hour, so it has no problem if speed is necessary for a particular mission. The UH-60 Black Hawk can carry a crew of 4 and 11 fully equipped soldiers for combat assault missions. Black Hawk can externally transport objects necessary for missions via a cargo hook. The cargo hook can hold up to 9,000 pounds, and it's not uncommon to see a Black Hawk transporting a howitzer gun and 30 rounds of ammunition. And that's pictured in the top right of this slide. The gun itself weighs about 4,700 pounds, which is light work for a Black Hawk. Another mission that the UH-60 performs is VIP transport. They transport important members of government, which can include the President of the United States. Black Hawk also can be equipped with machine guns and rockets or missiles for armed aerial support missions, and that's pictured in the top left of this slide. And finally, the Black Hawk can be reconfigured for medical evacuation and has a specific designation for its medevac helicopter called the UH-60, and that is pictured on the bottom of this slide. Medical evacuations are a critical mission for the Army, which is why the Army produces UH-60s that come standard with medical equipment and can later be reconfigured for other missions. Onto the UH-60 Mike Medevac Black Hawk. It's a crucial aircraft that satisfies the needs of an extremely time-sensitive and high-priority mission. The UH-60 mic is usually identified by the red cross on its exterior, as pictured here. It carries a crew of 4. It's a pilot, co-pilot, a crew chief, and a flight medic. The crew is able to provide aerial medical support and transport casualties as an air ambulance. The UH-60 mic features all of the upgrades that the UH-60 mic received and more. The features are primarily built into its interior, and it's like a portable operating room. So it's complete with an electronically controlled litter system, an integrated oxygen generating system. It can carry up to 6 patients who can easily be accessed by the flight crew from their own positions. If it's carrying less than 6 patients, the litter system can be reconfigured for seating. Other features on the UH-60 mic include bubble windows to create a sterile environment, ECG or electrocardiogram machine, and that's used to check for electrical activity in your heart. And it also features an external electrical hoist to lift patients from the ground. According to ArmyTechnology.com, the Army plans to procure 419 UH-60 mics through the year 2026. So that tells you a lot about the demand for this aircraft. All of these built-in features and the UH-60 mic can still be reconfigured for missions other than medical evacuation. It can perform all of the missions of the UH-60 mic by basically taking out, a lot of the medical equipment that it has inside of it. In conclusion, the UH-60 mic Black Hawk is the multi-mission helicopter that continues to be improved to benefit its reliability, its safety, and its performance. The UH-60 mic began as the UH-60A, transitioned to the UH-60L, received upgrades mainly to its engines and flight systems for about 30 years, where it finally became the UH-60 mic. Because of its upgrades, the UH-60 Black Hawk continues to be a proven and reliable multi-mission capable helicopter. One of the UH-60's most important missions saw the birth of the HH-60 medevac helicopter. Its consistent upgrades to its flight systems and built-in medically equipped interior have solidified its place in the Army for the next decade. The UH-60 Black Hawk has been so successful that governments around the world have collectively requested well over $1 billion worth of Black Hawk helicopters. Thank you for your time.